Okay, there we go. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. All right, we're in business. We are in business, y'all. Okay, let's get this. Oh, I got to do this too today, man. I'm gonna have to do my Selman and maybe go over there, have them check this thing out. All right, we are live, and it is super warm. Need like some kind of like a visor or something to reflect the sun, because this thing is not. Actually, you know what? Wait a minute. Hold up, I got that black one. Hold on, guys. Let me check something here, because I got one of those things from my window. Oh, I forgot I had this. You'll find the one for the window, though. What the hell is this doing in there? That's why I don't space. But where's the one for the front windshield? Oh, here it is. Found it. Okay. Found it. Alright, we'll put this back. Yeah, this should help a lot with the window. What the hell is this? Why is this in here? Heck did that get in here? Okay. Alright, I'll bring that inside. I don't even know how the hell that got in here. Okay. Got a vacuum back there too. Alright, this should really help with the windshield not heating up, y'all. Welcome to the live stream, everybody. How y'all doing, man? I got this. Got to put this on the window because it's starting to. I don't want the phone to overheat on me while I'm live and streaming with you guys. So I'm gonna try to block some of the heat with this. See if I can do that. Let me see if I put it behind here. Should do it. There we go. And it even holds the phone up too. It's better. Okay. Sweet. That helps. How y'all doing, man? Welcome to the live stream. Happy Tuesday. We got an amazing show scheduled for y'all, man. Tap that thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. And yeah, we're gonna get into it, man. Give it a few moments. I did give it a few moments, but this really helps a lot, actually. Whoa. Yeah, this really helps a lot, man. To you know. Let's see. Well, it was. Yeah, there you go. So, hey, and by the way, everybody, man, we're like 3 subscribers away from 2,400. So tap that subscriber button, man. Get us to 2,400, or let's surpass 2,400 subscribers. We're on the way to 5,000. Yeah, we're going to talk about contact, you know. We're going to talk about and XSXRIN. How you doing, man? We're going to talk about alien contact, extraterrestrial, man. We got to prepare ourselves, man. Everyone's got to prepare themselves for what is ahead. See, the biggest dilemma that most of humanity's in is the fact that we've forgotten who we are, and we've forgotten everything about this game that we're in, this illusion. You know, we've forgotten about it, and we're so distracted by all of the things. You know, there's a lot of new souls here that are enjoying playing in this game. So they get so easily distracted by, oh yeah, this phone. Oh my God, this phone is like really cool, man. Or holy crap, look at this new car and all the, you know, the bling stuff in it and everything, you know, and it's like it distracts you from, wow, you know what? You're way more powerful than that. I mean, you don't even need the car. You could teleport from one place to another. You don't even have to get on a jet, you know, but you just forgot. And this technology is coming. Yes, it's been hidden for thousands of years, but the time is now, and it's coming. And you just got to prepare for it. And I ask everybody every single time on these live streams, man, when I do these live streams about alien contact, how would you feel if, you know, you went into a supermarket or you were sitting at a restaurant and a alien served you your food? You know what I mean? Like, would you be okay with that? How would you handle that? I would love to know if you're ready for that. What do you feel? Because everybody's different, man. There's a lot of people that aren't ready. A big percentage of humanity isn't ready. Hey there, how are you? Can't stay long. I'm rolling too. You're rolling where? Too, but it's pretty quiet right now. I see you just started. Be well. Have a great day. Maybe chat on live later. Happy streaming. Yeah, man. Thank you. I appreciate you coming by, man. As always, my brother. Where are you rolling to? Whoa. How do you feel about leading healing? How do you feel about alien contact? SXR, how do you feel about alien contact? Would you be like feel strange or even get freaked out if you were sitting in like a restaurant and an alien came out and served you your food? I mean, to me, I'm ready. I don't have a problem with it. I know that we're all one and we're all connected. And to me, I'm ready. I could not be more ready than I ever have been. I mean, I've been communicating with him for a long time, but I've been ready. I gotta switch YouTube. How do you switch? Oh, here. So, you know, my part of why I'm doing this live stream and these live streams about, you know, Q&As. Ask me anything you want about aliens, about extraterrestrials, higher dimensional beings. Today is your opportunity to ask questions. So ask about this topic and let's get into a discussion. And let's open the floor for anyone that wants to talk or communicate about these higher technologies, med beds, healing wands, you know, replicators. You know, there's many more technologies even than that compared to like what we think like, oh, this watch, like I could talk to my watch. Man, there's way more powerful. Charlie Chamberlain 53, what's good, brother? Jesus, yeah, amen to Jesus, man. We got a lot of love for Jesus here. Would you have Earth and go with aliens to another planet? I do, and I have. I have, Preston. I work with the Divine Council of Nine. They channel through me. I have tons of channel messages on this YouTube channel. Not only that, but I work with the Galactic Federation. They've had me go up to the ship numerous times. I even saw their ship where I would go up there. I'm projecting from the Galactic Federation spaceship. I even feel very strongly that I've forgotten and they've erased this aspect of my memory, but that I work with the secret space program too, in some way, shape, or form. So yeah, oh yeah, I mean, this is going to be the future. You've got to be okay with, you're going to be able to live for hundreds of years. You're going to be able to leave this planet and come back anytime you want. It's not going to be like you have to create some dis-ease subconsciously to leave. You'll just get to leave and then choose to come back if you like. I haven't been able to stay in contact long enough. I get glimpses of aliens. That's about it. That's okay. And you know what you do? Are you wanting more than just glimpses? Or are you okay with the glimpses? Because if you want more than that, ask for it. Tell them, speak out loud and say, I want more than just glimpses. Why am I not getting more than just glimpses? But when you ask, be ready for it. Because they're going to give it to you. They're going to give you exactly what you're asking for and more. So the question is, are you ready for more than just glimpses? Because, hey, Tyler, what's good, man? Do what, Tyler? I'd like to have a conversation, but it gets erased after. Well, then you know what you do? Record. Do you have a little recorder, or hit the record button on your phone? Recently, finally looked up my life path number. Wasn't to learn more about what that means. Wasn't to learn more about what that means, or you mean you want to learn more about what that means? I think you just had a typo, I'm assuming. Dre Love. And welcome, Dre Love. And everybody go subscribe to Dre Love's channel, man. Type your channel in the chat, Dre Love, because I know that's not your YouTube channel. I'm pretty sure. It's something Mama Love, I think. I can't fully remember. If you'd like to have a conversation, then speak that. You have to speak the words. You can't just like telepathically think it. Say, I want to have a conversation with you. I want to have a conversation with my galactic family. Excuse me. Drea Love's YouTube channel is Healing with Mama Love. Everybody go over there and subscribe. She's amazing. And oh, great. My phone's starting to overheat, I think, because it reconnected. I bet you it's getting too hot already. Damn, I tried to put this thing behind it, which it is holding the heat, but it's still not enough. Thank you. So you're saying you've been on space? Yes, I've been on Spaceship Stewart. And I'm projecting from a spaceship. We all are. I mean, you are too. Everybody. Majority of us just forgot. And at the same time, it also comes down to your belief. I use a dream journal, and I was recently floating around. Then recently, the Y files had an episode about projector, anchor, and gravity weapon. Do you ever take any pictures? Well, here's the problem. Like, I didn't know that when I went outside. this was about a year and a half ago. Well, yeah, actually I have taken pictures. It's hard to take pictures because when they are out, it's dark. I mean, I have seen them when it's light and daylight, but um, most of the time they're there when it's dark. So part of the problem is I need like maybe one of these days I'll take this other camera that I have out, and it has a really big lens. Maybe I can zoom in, but you can literally tell the difference, man. You could definitely tell the difference. You can see them moving very slowly. But the one that I saw was in pure daylight, but I did not know they were going to show themselves because I was doubting that I was actually going up to the ship and meeting with, am I allowed to mention his name? Okay, so the individual that I've been meeting with for quite a while, I haven't gone up there in a while, but maybe I will. Maybe I'll do a maybe I'll go up there and I'll like record it, but not record when I'm up on the ship, obviously. But I'm talking about like almost like when I channel the Divine Council of Nine. Maybe I'll do a similar thing, and record, and then um, I can speak what I'm experiencing, what I'm seeing. And I'll tell you guys right now, they're showing me what I remember seeing when I was up there. And the Galactic Federation ship is right outside Earth, and it's just hovering there. And you can see they have like this big window. And what happens is when I drop in and I sit down and I get in meditation, what happens is my soul will leave my body. It goes out of my crown and it will leave, and then it will go straight to the right or the left, and I'll see it like shoot across. It's kind of hard to describe on here, but it like let's just say it goes this way, okay? So I see it come out of the crown of my head, and then it goes shoots to the right, like flies to the right, and then there's a button that I press, and then there's like these little lights surrounding the entrance into the ship, and I press this button and my soul shoots up into the ship. And then there's this gentleman, his name is Fritz. That's the individual that I have contact with. And he's usually standing there like this. He's usually got it. You know how somebody will stand and they'll have their hands behind their back, and they're like holding their hands together like this, and they're kind of behind them. I can't really show you on here. But if you know what I mean, they're like, if you go to like a movie theater or like a Broadway show or something, usually someone will be standing there and they got their hands behind their back and they're crossed like this. That's what he was. And he was waiting for me. And he says, it was almost like this energy that this was the first time I went up there. And then a couple times after, he gave me that same sort of energy, and I could feel his energy. It was really like, where have you been? We've been waiting for you. Like, what the hell took you so long type of energy, you know? That's the type of energy I was getting, I felt from him. So this is my first encounter up there. So I went up, I pressed the button, I went up, he was standing at the entrance. So we were communicating back and forth, and I don't remember everything. They're not reminding me of all of it, but I'm going to, whatever I recollect right now, I can see the window, and there was this wraparound window in the front that you could see Earth. Literally, it looked like it was like an arm length away, but I don't think it was really that close. But the ship just hovers right outside of Earth. So then he proceeded to take me on a tour of the ship. And he showed me the control room. He showed me we went over to the area where the window was. And mind you, he shapeshifts. So he looks like human to an extent. He was wearing like a full zip up jumpsuit. And so he took me to the control area in the front, and I saw Earth. And then, hold hold on, I gotta reconnect this, man, so I can see your guys' comments. So he took me to the control room, which in the front where the window is, and it's like right outside Earth, just hovering. And then he took me down this hallway. He took me down this hallway, and in the hallway there was different rooms. And in these different rooms, there was humans that they bring up into the ship to work on. Okay. Now, I'm not saying that we're like, I'm reading one of the comments from Forkface, and they're just saying that it's in a different vibration and dimension that we can't see from here, from where we're at the vibration and frequency that we're at. Okay. So when I shoot up and go into the ship is here. Okay. It's just that you see what I'm saying? It's like, it's on a different vibration and frequency. It's just that we're not at that frequency and vibration. Okay. So it's like it left, it shot up, and then so he took me in there and he said, okay, this room, they're like rehabilitation rooms. They're like rehabilitation rooms. So they bring different, I just heard the word soldiers, because we're all soldiers. We're all warriors here fighting the good fight. We're here to bring the vibration and frequency up so that we can have contact. Like we can actually be walking amongst them. They're here right now. They're just on a different frequency and vibration. And they can bring their frequency and vibration down, but they're not doing it anymore because it's harder for them to do it. And it's even harder for us to bring it up to that point until the collective fully raises their frequency and vibration. So they're here. They're all here. They're amongst us. I feel their energy right now. There's ships all around us. So they take me into the ship and they showed me the different rooms, and there was people in the rooms, like humans, that they're working on. Have you ever done? No, I haven't. But I released DMT through breath work, by the way. I've done other things like acid and things like that. So I've experienced, tripping balls and, stuff like that. But no, will I do it? Maybe down the road, ayahuasca or plant medicine. Yeah. I mean, if I have the right shamanic person, if I have the right person to lead the journey, I would possibly do it. But I have to be fully ready to do it because, well, I hope you're subscribed to the channel, man. Make sure you subscribe and tap the like button, man. This is the kind of discussions we talk about here, man. And I also have we have another YouTube channel I just started, and it's called The Awakening Podcast 1111. Go subscribe to that one too, The Awakening Podcast 1111. I've got 3 people that we're going to bring on already that I'm going to do interviews. We just have to get to 50 subs over there to go live. But we talk about everything on here, man. Anything about spirituality or the awakening, or even we bring up God or Jesus. I mean, everything is open to discussion. And, we do light language. We just everything. Like I say, you can go check out the channel and there's everything on here. Cool, man. I appreciate that, brother. So yeah, like they showed me technologies that we have yet to experience here. And of course, I talk a lot about med beds, and I talk about healing wands, and I talk about replicators, because people bring up conversations about, oh yeah, well, you can't have a society without money, and you certainly can, and we will in the 5th dimension. We will in the 6th dimension and higher. You don't need it because I have to go back, because it's like, if you go back to like the pyramids, right? And people will say, well, how did they lift these big ass blocks to build the pyramids? And my thing, when I ask this question in the Akashic records, it's it's replicators. And they have even more advanced devices than even that. That they don't have to physically lift it. Like I could replicate a house right now if I had one of those devices, which we will be getting very soon. Yeah, I mean, they've got replicators for food. They've got replicators for building things. Like there's bigger replicators for bigger things. Yeah, they are. They are. Yes, of course, because we should be having free energy, man. I mean, it will be, and it's interesting because I was driving down the road yesterday, and all these electric trucks were around putting up power line poles, and I was just like, oh my god. I'm just saying to myself, really? Like, I mean, I wonder if half of those electric company individuals that are installing the power lines realize that, like, it's like you're wasting your energy and time because it's like free. And it's like, but it's like, I don't know, like I go down the rabbit holes, you know what I mean? Like I go down to the point where are they getting the energy from? You know what I'm saying? And I understand it's all numbers and it's all these different things like Tesla spoke about. But the fact is that like you have to, if you keep following it and you're like, okay, so then they put up this power line and then the power line connects to this and then it connects to this power station. But in actuality, it's all just an illusion to create different jobs so it could look like they're doing things so that they can keep this illusion going. You know what I mean? Like, and making people think that that they have to pay for the power. But it's like, if you're really awake, and if you're not, then you're going to be like, yeah, I have to pay this power company. But did you ever think that where is the power company getting the power from? You know what I mean? Like, did you go beyond it, like questioning it and, like, this doesn't make any sense. Why do I have to pay for power? Power should be free. It's supposed to be free. Everything should be free. And hold on, I got to look at you guys' comments, man. And Mr. E. Betroy, hope you subscribe to the channel, man. We're almost at 2,400 subscribers, so everybody please subscribe. Tat, what's good, brother? I got to respond to you, by the way. I haven't had a chance. I will. And we have to set up a day and time. I got to ask you what your availability is, but welcome to the live stream, Tat. My uncle Larry saw a UFO behind the Woolworths back in '82. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it's spooky. They're always hanging around above my house. Again, I have to get a better camera because when you take a picture of it, it just looks like a little light. Oh, okay, you did. Okay, cool, man. There's like a light. I see like a little light, but you could tell it's not just, a star. That's another thing that they've lied to us about. Most of them are spaceships. But the whole thing with the electric stuff, it's a total joke. And they're just creating more and more jobs so they can hide like them, the big guys pocketing the money, the fat cats pocketing the money while they sit on the yacht, of these big energy companies. Bob Lazar. I don't even know who that is. I'm not quite sure who Bob Lazar is, to be honest. That I don't know. I think it's all an illusion, man. They just connected to the I don't know what they're doing, like, but they're doing something that in order to fake the illusion, obviously. When I have deja vu, it's always through dreams, and I saw many, many ships and lights up in the air. Yeah, well, that's not a dream though, bro. That's not a dream. You're being shown what actually is there. Again, that's something that That's something that is drink the Blue Lotus. Yeah. Yeah. Preston always is talking about Blue Lotus, man. So check out Blue Lotus. Florida. What about Florida? Are you from Florida? I used to live in Florida, actually, South Florida. I was about 45 minutes from Miami. Smoke Blue Lotus as well. Okay, I didn't know you could smoke it. So what do you just roll up a doobie and you smoke it? I mean, I don't know. I don't understand. I am not from Merca, but I came to know about Lazar 25 years ago, and you Mercians are okay. Um, been studying the biblical text, and it's interesting that the Christians always talk about the Father, but never Sophia, which is the divine essence even behind the Father. Huh, interesting. Um, yeah, man, I got to tell you guys, man, I love these discussions, man. And you know, I do the alien contact once a week, but I see that it sparks a lot of conversation about a lot of things because I mean they have been in fact running the show. Um, Different alien forms. You know, a lot of people say reptilians and Arcturians, different parts of Arcturians, and but mostly reptilians. But I don't believe that all reptilians are bad. Just like I don't believe um, anyone any one race is all bad. But yeah, I gotta wonder because so the power lines go to like a station, right? An electric station, and then where does that electric station go? They got to be connecting it somewhere. Maybe they're connecting it to some sort of power station that's free, like a pyramid, and then they connect it. Um, but it's definitely an illusion. And I was walking around, or I was driving yesterday, like I said, and they were putting up new power lines because they're about to expand this road. So they're moving power lines farther, and they're taking up people's properties to put these big gigantic wooden poles on their property, and then they're going to take the other ones down, and then they're going to expand the road. And I was just thinking to myself, I'm like, man, these people are really like under a spell. They really believe that, like, it's crazy the illusion that they've created. I'm amazed that UAP and UFO guy like you are so ignorant about the American. No, it's not about ignorance, man. There's just a lot. Maybe I do know who it is. Maybe I just don't know who the name is. But to deem somebody ignorant is not respectful at all, my friend. Maybe I do know who it is. I mean, there's so many people out there. If I see maybe their face or see some of their content, maybe I have seen it before. You know, um, I'm live streaming right now. I'm not everybody you talk about, I'm gonna remember who they are and they're by name. So you know what? I'll look the person up. Oh yeah, I've seen this guy before, man. Yeah, self-proclaimed physicist. Yeah, Joe Rogan. Yeah. I've seen him before. I've heard of him. Yeah, I just saw him recently, actually. Yeah. I know. I now know after I looked at his face. I know who you're talking about. But to call somebody ignorant because they don't right away know who you're referring to, is not kind at all, my friend. Yeah, I know who it is. He's known as Area 51. Yeah, I know exactly. I've seen this guy in plenty. I seen him on Gaia TV. I just didn't. I just didn't. The name just didn't ring a bell in the moment, because I'm not really. But thank you for sharing it, because yeah, I'm fully aware of this. Yeah, he was on episode 200 or 2479 of Joe Rogan and Luigi Vendetti. And like I said, I've seen him on Gaia TV before too. Yeah, that's what I believe so too, as well, Mister. I called you ignorant as because you are less updated and ignorant about him. Ignorant is not a. No, I'm not ignorant about it though. I'm very familiar with this guy. Like I said, I've seen episodes on Gaia TV. He's been on. Yeah, Joe Rogan. Now that I looked at his face, I know who you're talking about. Um, anyways, so getting back to what we were just discussing, let me just see what the comments are saying. This thing is way delayed, man. Oh yeah, we're talking about the electricity. And some reason this is like way behind on. Oh yeah, okay, I have to fast forward it. So let's see what. So where's everybody from, man? By the way. No, I don't think Bigfoot's an alien. It's just another form of, just like a fairy or some sort of, uh, um, there's so many different kinds of, I don't even know what you would even call them. So many different kinds of, it's fun going into the mind and wonder about things, discuss things, but we must not get caught up in it. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Um, yeah, you don't want to like completely like lose yourself, you know. I totally agree with it. Um, he is in the American popular culture and media since 1980s. Many Americans are not digging enough. Yeah, yeah, I would agree with that. I would agree. You've got to keep going, and this is how we're going to uncover everything. I think that it's important not to just, bypass any of it because this is how we're going to literally, ex- this is how we're going to literally expose everything. And we have to keep questioning everything, in order to expose it and bring it to the light. But yeah, there's all kinds of beings out there, man. Again, we're going to be walking amongst them all once we get our frequency and vibration high enough. It's just that, again, they've figured out a way through technologies, through looking glass, through all these different things to keep our frequency and vibration low enough so that we can't be amongst any of it. And not to mention, they've also made it so that, oh, that's sci-fi, that's fake, that's not real. You're crazy, like you're a nut job if you think that's real. So, all of that's changing. My neighbor goes on Bigfoot expeditions. Oh, that's cool. He told me he saw a dwarf, one that they have similar genetic mutations as humans. Yeah, and don't forget, man, we could do it too, but we just forgot how to do all these different things. But like shape shifting, a lot of them shapeshift too, and they can shapeshift from a fairy to Bigfoot to whatever. Just like our loved ones who transitioned on and passed on, they're able to like change their look, just like the med beds that are of a higher dimensional creation, the ones that the military has their hands on and that is going to bring out to the public. You can go in there and heal anything you want. And you can go in there and have a, foot like regenerated or a hand or like if you're blind, be able to see again. Or if you can't hear, you'll be able to hear again. But not only can you do that, but you can change your entire look by going in there. And as we get to the fifth, I feel like the fifth and higher, we can basically look like anything we want. If you want to look like Superman, you can holographically look like anything you want. And but all these things we've been lied to, and we've been conditioned and programmed to just play in these limiting beliefs. I mean, as we continue to go forward, people are going to be teaching each other how to, and not even teaching, but you'll be remembering how to teleport. You won't have to take a plane or a ship. You can just teleport with your body from one side of the planet to another universe, to another planet, and come back. And you'll be able to go back and forth. All of these things are available to us. We've just forgotten. We've forgotten who we are. We've forgotten how powerful we are. And, we have to trust and believe that it's all coming to a head. It's not going to be just available to these beings that have been controlling humanity for thousands of years. It's not going to be anymore the case. It's not going to be though, man, because you know what? Like, we're going to be one with the animal kingdom. You know what I mean? And I wouldn't even consider them animals, but they're a different, well, not necessarily, because I feel like they could shapeshift as well. Yeah, no, I mean, it already is. People are already doing it, Aaron, though. It's just that I feel like way sooner than 100 years, man. I feel like, if I have to guess, within the next 5 years. But not everybody is going to do it, because there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be scared of doing it. And they're going to think it's demonic. Just like I feel very strongly once medbeds get released, I think that, even because there's other technologies out there that right now that people can heal with, and they've been out. Like an example, scalar wave technology, which is energy enhancement systems. Okay. And now they're essentially called the light system. And man, I've gone to numerous locations, and people don't like go to them. They're not busy as hell. People aren't wrapped around the buildings knowing that, yeah, it's not going to bring back a missing limb, because that's med beds and that's higher technologies that aren't even out yet, at least not to the general public. And damn, this is a good conversation, and my phone battery's almost gone. Oh my God, dude, I didn't bring a charger with me, and I got 8%. Yeah, my phone's getting too hot though, man. Anyways, and I'm at 8% battery. Oh man, I would love to continue this conversation with you all, man. But we are nearing an hour almost. Please subscribe to the channel, everybody. I think it's going to be way less than that. What do you mean? Who's doing the scalar wave technology or the EE systems? They're now called, there's two types now. There's the light system, and then which is run by Jason Shurka, if anybody's heard of him, and the original creator of scalar wave is now working with him. And then you have